Find out about animal homes. Lots of different kinds of animals make a home to live in. They make them for all sorts of reasons: to stay warm and dry when it's cold and wet outside, as somewhere safe to look after their babies, and to protect themselves from other animals that might eat them. Here are some of the homes that animals make. There are big animals that have small homes. A mother polar bear digs a cozy den in the snow just big enough for her and her cubs. It's warm and snug in there while it's freezing outside. And small animals that have big homes with air conditioning and everything. Termites live underground at the bottom of their mound. Most kinds of termites are smaller than your little fingernail, but they can build mounds as tall as a bus. Though it takes millions of them to do it, the way the mound is made keeps the air inside cool and fresh. There are animals that make their homes out of sticks. Lots of different kinds of birds make nests out of sticks to lay their eggs in. Storks make especially big nests. Often one pair uses the same nest year after year. And ones that make them out of stones. Young caddisflies, called larvae, live underwater. Some of them build homes out of tiny stones glued together with sticky stuff called silk that they make themselves. Each larva carries its home around with it. And even some that make them out of spit. Yuck. Edible nest swiftlets live in Asia. They use their own saliva or spit to make nests. The saliva hardens to make a safe place for the swiftlets' eggs and chicks. There are animals that build homes that last for years and years. Prairie dogs live in big underground towns made of tunnels which they dig themselves. The tunnels have rooms for sleeping, bringing up babies, and going to the toilet. The towns can be dozens of kilometers long and hundreds of years old. And animals that build a new one every day. Each evening, an orangutan makes a comfortable nest out of branches and leaves to sleep in that night. Sometimes they will build one for an afternoon snooze as well. Honeybees fill their hives with little cells made from beeswax to lay their eggs in. The cells are all exactly the same size and fit together with no spaces between them. There are animals with beautifully neat and tidy homes and animals with messy ones. Pack rats build their nests out of all sorts of stuff, mostly rubbish like sticks, stones, plastic pots, rusty wire, and old bones. There are animals with homes that make a big impression. Beavers dam up rivers and streams with mud, stones, and trees that they cut down. This creates big ponds that they build their dams called lodges in. And animals with homes that you can hardly see. Some spiders build underground tunnels hidden beneath a trapdoor. When a small animal such as a cricket passes by, the spider pushes open the door and leaps out to grab it. And there are quite a lot of animals that don't make homes at all, but seem perfectly happy wherever they happen to be. Reindeer live in a snowy north. They go on long journeys to escape the coldest part of the winter. Some of them walk over 4,000 kilometers every year. More about animals and their homes. Most animals spend their lives living in one particular place that they know well, called a territory. It's their home. They know where to find food and where they can hide from animals that might hunt them. Often they try to keep other animals of the same kind away. Animals sometimes change their territories to make life safer for themselves. Often they dig burrows there to hide away in, but the commonest thing that animals do is build a nest where they can look after their babies when they are young. Most birds do this. A lot of insects, like termites and bees, make homes for their young too. Different insects use different things to make their homes. Honeybees make their own beeswax. Termites mostly use their own poo. They mix it with sand and spit so that it sets hard like concrete. Not all animals have territories or homes. Animals that don't, like reindeer, usually live in big groups and travel about from place to place looking for food. They often come back to the same places year after year. Perhaps when they return, they recognize them and think of them as a kind of home too.